And now, live from Kellogg Park, this is Goodnight Plymouth with your host, Eddie Zajdel.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the first ever episode of Goodnight Plymouth. I figured this whole YouTube talk show thing would work out. It's a lot friendlier than the other stuff I was getting involved to. I get to meet new people. I don't gotta swear all the time. Plus I get to keep my clothes on, so that's always a plus. Anyways, I'm so glad we decided to host a show right here in the city of Plymouth, Michigan. Plymouth, it has so much to offer you. If you're from Plymouth, you're gonna love the show. If you're not from Plymouth, well then the city welcomes you. And if you've ever done something like this or something relatively close with your phone camera, you'd understand that putting together a YouTube talk show is not an easy task. It's a work in progress. The show's a work in progress. You don't even understand how hard it is to get a small group of high school or college kids that are unmotivated and just sit on the couch all day to at least do something semi-productive like this show. It's nearly impossible. And you could even ask my co-host right here if we had a co-host, which brings us to our first problem we've ever ran into, which happened to be during the first episode. I spent most of my morning today trying to find a co-host to help host a show after 3 of my workers called off for some mysterious reason. So, I mean, this is what I did. Look at it. Oh, god darn, dude. We have 2 hours till showtime and we have no host.
Nice, they're calling.
I can't believe we spent so much time to get this show going, and we can't find nobody to be here. I mean, have you ever heard of a talk show without a co-host? Jesus Christ!
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Your show will just fail.
It'll be It'll literally be How am I supposed to run a show without a co-host? I'll look dumb. Oh God! Ooh, I could call Antonio.
When's the last time you talked to him?
I've never talked. I don't even know how he got in my contact list, but his name sounds good. I can.
Yeah. Darn, first one gone. I think you should pick someone else to do it.
I am. I'm doing it right now. I got this covered. You don't got to worry about it.
Who are you calling?
ABC Studios.
Why?
Because who would be a better host than Jimmy Kimmel or a better co-host on my show?
Man, you're shooting big. I'm not sure if you can get him.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel will do anything on camera. Operator! Operator! Oh my God.
Well, the second option's gone. What's your third option?
Hello?
Hi, Grandma.
What's on there?
What are you doing?
I'm on the computer. What are you doing?
I think I need your help.
For what?
Oh man, I need you to be the co-host on my show tonight.
No, I don't think so.
I need you. You're like the only one I have left.
No.
All right.
Ask Aunt Terry.
All right. Bye.
Sorry, honey.
All right.
I don't want to be a movie star.
I know you don't. I really don't want to either at this point. Do you guys not answer your phones anymore, or was it just because you saw me on your caller ID? Because at one point today, I was getting really self-conscious, and I wanted to go lock myself in a closet and cry. However, I grouped myself together because, unlike all you guys, I'm a strong-willed person. I'm able to pull myself through stuff like that. Anyways, it is mid-June, and mid-June's a very important month for high school students. It really is. When I was in high school, June 1st always meant it was time to begin showing up to class and start checking the grade book. And if you're like me, you're probably dealing with a lot of accumulated homework assignments that you've failed to complete and turn in. And you're debating whether you're going to finish it all and turn it in to your teacher, or get rid of it all and continue living your mediocre life. There was this one quote, and it used to stick out to me when I was in high school, and it really helped me. It went something like this. What was it again? Oh, it goes 60 or above, get rid of. 59 or below, finish and show. If you follow that quote, I can guarantee at least 80% of you guys will pass your class. If you got below a 50 or a 40, or even if you got a 50, there's still hope for you. If you got a 50, you're in a great position. Just step your game up. You do not want to take the class over again. If you got below a 40 or a 30, you're a different kind of gone altogether. But you're probably used to it from all that pot you bought with that lunch money your parents trusted you with. Anyways, since it's June, I figured there wouldn't be a better time to go downtown Plymouth and ask some very important questions to some of these graduating students. And when I was in high school, there's always these few teachers that I absolutely hated and I wish they go straight to hell. So in this week's segment, we went downtown and we asked some of these students if they had anything they wanted to say to their least desirable teachers. Check it out.
But what high school did you go to?
Canton High School.
What was your least favorite teacher so far, or?
I'd have to say probably Ed Weber.
Ed Weber? Would you have anything you'd like to say to Mr. Ed Weber? Get off your chest.
I have many things I'd like to say to Ed Weber, but I'll just go on record now and say I may not have passed your class, but it's okay because I'm counting millions.
All right, for sure.
Come on, Mr. Weber. When it comes to math, we don't need to learn all that complicated stuff like factoring and right angles. If you know how to count millions, you should automatically pass the class, obviously.
What's your name?
Jordan Reed,
Oh, what school you go to?
Plymouth Christian Academy.
You being a senior, who's your least favorite teacher out of all of
Mr. Schmidt.
Mr. Schmidt? Would you have anything you would like to say to Mr. Schmidt?
I think it's stupid that I'm not even allowed to ask a question in study hall about homework.
Really? So you can't even ask a question in class?
No, you just have to sit there or sleep and do your homework.
Jordan, come on. We all know study hall is for studying only. How dare you have a question in class? Go straight to the principal's office right now.
What's your name? Oh, what high school you go to?
Canton High School.
All right, out of all 4 years, is there any teacher you've ever been with that you absolutely hate?
Yeah, Mr. Bell.
Mr. Belch. And if you had anything, if you had any last words to say to him right now, what would you say to him?
I wouldn't want to say anything to him, honestly. I just do not like him at all.
Hey, if you see Mr. Belch walking around, ask him how his boyfriend's doing. I'd like to know.
Alright, what's your name?
My name is Luke.
What high school do you go to?
I go to Salem High School.
Alright, question is, if out of your 4 years of high school, is there any teacher that you just absolutely hated? And if you did hate them, is there anything you would say to them right now?
Yes, and I would tell them, sarcastically, I would thank them for ruining my life, because if they were a normal teacher and taught me how they should, I would have much more scholarship money going into college, but now I don't, so my debt will be rising as I come out of college. So, thank you.
Wait. This guy didn't even say who he or she was. But I'm pretty sure it's Miss Wysocki.
We are here with former Red Wings goalie and Stanley Cup winner, Mr. Chris Osgood.
We have a question for you.
What's that?
So the question is, in your high school experience, was there any teacher that you absolutely hated or, despised or just didn't like?
Yeah, my math teacher. I wasn't very good at math either.
Oh, really?
And, went to summer school. My dad ended up being my math teacher, which wasn't any better.
Okay.
So my math teacher for sure. Way too hard. I had to end up changing classes, but she was definitely not my favorite teacher of all time.
Okay, I understand that. Is there anything that you like to say to them now?
I have not met them yet. Say to them now that, well, I would say I wish I was a lot better at math. That's what I'd say.
Really?
But they were, all teachers are great in general. And when you're that age, you don't know. But for me, it was just something I wasn't very good at. Everything else was easy to me except for that, so it was frustrating. But just sorry I wasn't better at math is what I'd say.
Really, man, I truly admire you. But with over 17 years in the NHL, I'm sorry is all you have to say to your terrible math teacher. If I ever played professional sport, let alone win a Stanley Cup, I'd have a lot more to say to my terrible math teacher than just, I'm sorry. I mean, come on. Anyways, that wraps up today's segment. Later tonight, we have Michael Flaishans, a former Canton baseball player. He also has college baseball experience. He's a very interesting guy, and he's going to help us host our brand new late night talk show called The Late Night Show with Ed and Mike, coming up right after this break. Well, welcome back. Sitting with me is Michael Flaishans. He's a 4-year Canton baseball player, and he's also going to help me host our new late night talk show. How have you been, Mike?
You know, I've been pretty good, honestly, but since high school, not much has changed, as you know. I have a drinker, smoker, all the time. I mean,
really?
Yeah, all the time, actually. I mean, college, quit baseball. Don't know if you knew that.
Quit baseball. I don't know if you remember me, but we used to play baseball together. I have our little yearbook right here, and I found your page on there. I was the second baseman.
You played Canton Baseball, right?
We actually played together at some point, and actually for more than a year. We played for like 2 or 3 years, and also on like a summer baseball team too. I'm just curious if you remembered me or not.
I mean, you know, I have visual images. You know, gym class, I do remember you in there, most definitely. Good times with what was his name? Short dude. Always mess with him.
Short dude, always mess with him. All I remember from gym class when it came to baseball was Coach Wright and Coach Luke. I don't know if you remember those guys.
I don't know which one hated you more, honestly.
Honestly, I really. So how have you been since high school, Mike? I mean, it's
high school. I mean, you know our regular routines of leaving class early, not showing up. Pretty much continued on a steady pattern to college. Started off saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this year right. I'm gonna go all my classes." Withdrew from my 8 a.m. Didn't have an 8 a.m.
Figured.
Had a 10:30 class. Decided that was too early for me to go to.
Of course. 10:30 is too early for any college student.
You know, then I had a 2 o'clock class, and that one was just like, well, it's 2 o'clock. I've already not gone anything.
It's
so
already too late. You took 2 early classes and then 2 late classes.
You know, before I knew it, 3 weeks went by. I was still in my dorm.
Really?
Yeah.
No
That's
way.
college for me. Worse than high school.
So I heard. So you're not playing college baseball anymore, unfortunately.
Nope.
You're not. So what happened with that? So you started out good, and then, or you never started out good, and you've always been.
Well, you know, you definitely know how much I did not like baseball. Complain about it all the time. It was a combination of traumatic experiences from. I want to keep his name private, but Mark Bloomshield of the Canton Chiefs Baseball Organization.
Mr. Mark Bloomshield.
Traumatized me for life, basically. Never liked baseball.
I'm sure you're not the only kid that he traumatized, though. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure. I mean, him being 2 out of the whole entire team who actually went to play college sports, or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure Bloom traumatized a lot more kids than just you. You know.
Yeah, no, he has tremendously low averages for sending people to college. Likes to dig people down into the dirt rather than lift them up. You especially would know that bunt coverages.
Oh yeah. Bunt coverages were very fun when I played Canton baseball. It was very. So you do remember me?
Yeah, I do now. I remember you getting in trouble a lot.
You do
yelled at. Sent back to the bench.
The yell at was always fun, and the bench was always fun too. Well, thank you guys. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and I'm glad you remember me from when we used to play baseball. Michael Flaishans, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right here. Also, if you think you have what it takes to be a future guest on Goodnight Plymouth, feel free to hit us up on our website. We're very friendly and we will definitely go through all your guys' applications. And if you do have what it takes to be on the show, you might be the next guest sitting right in that chair. So go ahead and do it.